What is up, YouTube? This is AlphonZeus of Team Gradelock here with another episode of Team Gradelock Unlocks the Week. We're going to be going over the latest Cardfight Vanguard episode, Ride 145. I know I said that last week, but that was actually Ride 144, Runaway Angel Rekka, so I corrected that in the little annotations right there, first time I used that. Then we're going to be going over the results of our Set 11 sneak peek and any other trading card events that took place during that day. And then we're going to be going over any more news that we want to get from Team Gradelock over to you guys, our subscribers. And of course, let's get right into the episode first. So, spoiler alert, you haven't seen the episode yet, please pause or close the video, go watch that episode, and then come right back here so we can discuss about it. Of course, you don't want to do that, I will provide a link in the description down below so you can skip right to the results of our local. So, Ride 145, friends. We're going up with the conclusion between Kamui and Reversed Rekka. We're going to be going over with Ethics Buster Extreme versus Cleanup Celestia Ramio Reversed. And it's definitely an interesting episode because it turned out that Rekka was trying to convey her true feelings to, that she really didn't want to come here in the first place. She'd rather just be an idol. And it did some flashbacks when, she got word that she would be going to the same high school. And it just really a lot of internal conflict, because it seems that Rekka, even though she's that very cheerful person on the outside and the inside, it sounds like she's kind of lonely. And I don't know. I honestly don't know what's gonna happen. With that, when I heard that, okay, wait, this is like her true self forming up with her reverse self, and they're actually in agreement, because that's just, that's something I haven't actually seen before, because I know the rest of the people, they were just straight up douches, but Rekka actually has this plan in place, even though that, for the past 2 episodes, she's been talking about how she wants to take over the world, and all of that stuff, wants to reverse everybody, and everybody wants to join Rekka Corps. And then it turns out that she's actually kind of lonely herself. And then, Kamui was trying to, save. It seemed that, Rekka was actually going to run away with this, especially with that reverse play that she did. But with Emmy and Mai, they wanted to help her because they wanted to unreverse her. But thing is, though, they were under the assumption that Kamui was going to get reversed anyway, so he got a bit demoralized. And, at least you got to see how the cross break ride of Ethics Buster would go up against the cleanup. And it's an interesting, I keep saying interesting, because you don't really see Nova Grapplers versus Angel Feathers that much. And when you do, it's pretty cool just to see, oh wow, I get to, these two clans maybe haven't seen that much play, but when you look at it in plain sight, that's a pretty decent episode, especially a decent card fight. Because Ethics Buster Extreme, even though that the Ethics Buster Reversed is awesome because you get to restand the Vanguard by just, lock and discard 2, which is really not that much of a minus. And then, you get to attack 8 times, which is insane. The only way to get around that would just be, damage check a trigger, and then, you probably save yourself a lot of guarding. But anyways, back to the fight. Kamui's way of just attacking, especially with utilizing the stands, especially with Ethics Buster Extreme, just cut the stand unit and then you counter blast and stand again. It's, I definitely like it because it adds some consistency that now anything can become a trigger, because that's what the Shirokaiser was I think that's what the Crossfire Shirokaiser should have aimed to be, but I don't know. When that comes out, I think people are going to be really hyped. But anyways, with Ramio's skill, it turns out that, she activated it once so that, boom, okay, this damage goes to this card on the damage zone goes to the drop zone, and then the opponent has to choose a rear guard and put it on the damage zone. So it's kind of like a retire, except it really isn't. What I do like is is that you can choose cards that you can send to the drop zone, which is pretty much getting a non-special counterblast unit to get out there. But of course, you might just be, the opponent might be just putting that grade 2 or grade 1 rear guard onto the damage zone that's also a special counterblast target. So it may not be much of a minus, but it's still kind of retiring a unit, which is very interesting, because at least you're getting out of the way, maybe some problem cards and whatnot. You're trying to limit your opponent. I like that a lot. And from what I've seen, it seems that you can activate it twice, even though you're most likely going to get only 2 attacks. Well, of course, both of those units are going to get plus 10k, but still, it's probably not in my favor. And then with Rekka, that she really needed help, and Maya and Emmy were there to help her out. And so, that kind of got to her a little bit, and then Kamui was just going in and then using Ethics Buster Extreme again just to keep on standing, and boom, just boom, you got you got all these hits going in, and Rekka couldn't really guard anything. And seeing her fall, I was like, yes, that's another reverse fighter, so in your face. And then all of a sudden, the Rekka Corpse and Kamui's two friends that got reversed, they all of a sudden like, okay, no, we're gonna get you. And all of a sudden you see the Grand Blue crew step in, Goki and Nagisa, and them, they were just like, okay, we're gonna get you, and then boom, everybody's on reverse, which is awesome because I always love seeing a reverse player losing just to see that, yeah, where's your void now? Where is your void now? And it definitely built up, especially towards the end of the episode, where Emi was holding Kamui's hand. Kamui got so red in the face, they just ran away, and he was just like, oh my god, she actually held my hand. And it's kind of cute, but and then the thing is though, that fades away because now you see the car, and then Kamui's faced with reverse Korin and the Secretary of the Student Government, which is, oh snap, is Kamui gonna get reversed? So I don't know what's gonna happen, but it's gonna be something pretty interesting, because are we gonna see the reversed Royal Paladin Jewel Knight after all? Well, only time will tell. I didn't see the preview for the next week's episode, so I want this to be a whole big surprise, so I don't have to, worry about it all week. Anyways, that episode was definitely good. I liked how at least the triggers really didn't matter too much in that aspect. But of course, perfect guards will be thrown out for break rights, because that's the norm. You have to do it. You have to do that, or hope to God that your opponent doesn't get a crit. That's pretty much what I got from the episode. Anyways, so let's get right into the results of our local. We have the Set 11 Steel Dragons Unleashed set coming out in about a week, and we got a sneak peek for it. There we got, of course, at Game On, we have the $30 entry and the $20 entry. $30 entry for insane prize support and draft mode, and the $20 support for just getting 6 boosters. Good deal in my opinion, because you get a chance to get pull hollows, which may be a little bit out of the way, but why not? Anyways, it was only 6 of us that actually partake in the event, and I just got to get the videos from the rest of my teammates so I can have them uploaded. So if not tonight, definitely sometime tomorrow or Tuesday at the latest, so you get to see what we pulled and how fast I lost all my trades because I traded them for Celestials. So in the $30 draft, I pulled a Last Card Revan and a Tyranno Legend for the Tachikaze regular 11k unit that you get to retire for 5k crit, and Last Card Revan if you have the front row rested Count Blast 1 plus 3k in the crit. Pretty good to pull. Two hollows in that one sneak peek, and then my $20 sneak peek I only pulled the Transcore Dragon, so it was alright. I just make my money back. And so first round I went up against one of the locals. She was playing. It was just 30 cards. I managed to get a double crit early on her, so she was already at 5 damage by the time we rolled grade 3. So I managed to win that match. The second match I went up against Jason, and he beat me in the first one because he just had the bonkers, and then second time I got Gradelock at 0, so I couldn't really do much about that. Third round I went up against one of the new guys over at Game On. They just came off the sneak peek. I managed to beat him, and then fourth round it was top 4, where it was Jason, Alex, myself, and the other girl. I don't know if I say her name. Yeah, I'm not sure if she wants that. Anyways, so I went up against Ian, and apparently Blockade, just Steel Dragon Blockade, is pretty damn good in draft, because both games I played him, Ian rode the Blockade, and I had grade 2s, so that limited my guarding power, and I lost because of Blockade. So it was definitely, wow, I can't believe this happened. Blockade is so good in draft, and that is going to be even more broken in tag team, especially now you get to retire your opponent's grades 2s, and oh dear, it's going to be even crazier. It's just really awesome. I did like the fact that You know, at least Ian went on to win first place, and then he cashed in his store credit and picked up the other boosters from the sneak pack. And we have a video recording of all of his pack openings as well, so that was actually pretty interesting. And then I started picking up Celestials. So far I'm missing just 3 more Ramiels, 4 Zerakiels, 3 of the Perfect Guards, and then and then just a few more comments, and I pretty much have the deck all together. I don't know. I think that at least with the set 11, you have break rides like in full swing, because Dauntless is now here, and so Dauntless End is gonna happen. Transcore is here, and Transcore is gonna be super silly, and I think what else? And the break rides for Tachi is gonna be pretty awesome. Oh man, it's gonna be the Tachis. The Ancient Dragons, they're really good, especially when you retire them to get all these skills. And wow, I can't believe how good they're gonna be. I'm looking forward to seeing them a lot more now. And you know, now we got three more break rides. We got Angel Feathers, we got Tachikaze, we got Kagero, we got 4th and Aqua Force, and I think it's gonna be a really interesting format now. Now that we have 4 more break rides added on to the Narukami Eradicators, the Gold Paladin Liberators, the Bermuda Triangle Prisms, and since it's gonna be the full swing of break ride season, I like to see where this is going. I think it came out at the right time now that, you know, since cross-side format has been gone and done with, but now it's really bringing in the break ride season, because now you have some pretty damn good break rides going on, and I definitely want to see what's going to be the tournaments for next week, because I think that's a renaissance period for Vanguard. And then when set 10 comes out, everything's gonna be all crazy now that Royal Paladin gonna get their Jewel Knights, and you know, Narukami's gonna get their Eradicators, especially with Dragonic Descended. Oh dear. There's gonna be all sorts of hell to pay. And I think that the Game On tournaments are gonna be definitely awesome. I know that they just changed back their entry fee from 6 to 5, which is awesome, because now I don't have to worry about breaking out another dollar to pay with my $5 bill. And it may be the direction that we're going for a revival in Cardfight Vanguard, because now with break ride season, what I feel is that it's going to be a little bit less luck sacky. I think that's why they added the 10k power creep in there, because with a 10k power creep, it's either perfect guard or just hope for no triggers. And then from there, you know, you pretty much just take it as just a math game, just guarding up. And I definitely like it. It's sad the regional really did leave a bad taste in everybody's mouth, and I hope that by the time that America will catch up to Japan in terms of Cardfight Vanguard releases, that, you know, maybe they'll change up the tournament format that they have for the regionals. But at least for this time, I know that in the locals format, everybody's gonna have a ton of fun. And then break ride season is far from over. You still got the Jewel Knights, you still got the rest of the Eradicators, you still got Link Joker is gonna be making their appearance, and you have the Nova Grappler and the Kagero support that's gonna be coming out. It's definitely, yep, it's definitely something that I'll look forward to. And I don't know, looking through all the cards that I picked up from set 11, all the cards I did have, I just ended up, you know what, I'll get Celestials, because I remember my first Vanguard regional tournament, I ran in with Angel Feathers, and of course, I lost the first 2 fights and got knocked out, but hey, why not? I'll go back to Angel Feathers, and I'll be willing to, you know, just pick up some of the cards here and there and see, you know, what I can make of them. Also, after the sneak peek, I actually won the blockade mat in a raffle for the $20 sneak peek, so I thought that was pretty cool. And then after that, we actually did a draft mode for Kaijudo, and I managed to pull a Skyforce, the light dark shadow champion slash light person, Skyforce something. It's a blocker, 11.5k. I pulled him, and I was like, alright, cool, that's pretty cool. But there were only 4 of us, so both Henry and Chris, they managed to top 2, so I got boosters out of it. I was like, it's alright, but at least I picked up more cards to complete my deck. I still need to find 2 more Terra Pits, and I think I'm good from there. And then we'll just see what happens, because so far my Kaijudo deck is already making steady progress. I just have to, you know, really ramp it up and just see, okay, I can do this. I just gotta keep on going, and, you know, soon I'll be able to enter standard tournaments with little to no problem at all. And so that's a lot of stuff that's been going on as of late. I know that for this Saturday. This Saturday's Vanguard tournament is probably gonna be super packed because with the release of set 11, I don't know what's gonna happen next. It's gonna be awesome though. It will be awesome. And yeah, I think that's I think that's pretty much it from all the news that have been going around. I know that's the ones that are being hyped up right now would be the Project Diva for Wei Schwartz. That's gonna be hyped up, and then you also got the the set 11 for Vanguard coming out. And you also got the new Kaijudo set coming out, which I've heard that from the Nature of Green they got a new Monarch, which is completely broken. So I haven't read too much into it, but I know that especially for Kaijudo, Wei Schwartz, and Vanguard, that there's gonna be a lot of activity coming up. And then with the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff with Joey's World in there, I've seen some of the videos with some of the cards you got in there, and I could really use some dancers for my Harpy deck and another Harpy's Pet Dragon. But anyways, that's just a lot of news to go through, but I'm just involved in like a lot of trading card games. But of course, yeah, I'm busy with school work and club work, but you know what, it's just all in good fun. I do like recording these episodes, and I hope that you enjoy them a lot. And please, I know I haven't seen a lot of comments on some of the latest Unlock the Week episodes, but I am open to discussion. I am open to suggestions and constructive criticism. So please, please join the conversation and share the video with your friends, because I want to make sure that I can reach out to a good wide audience. So we can really get this Team Gradelock YouTube channel up and running, and I want to make sure that we can get featured, and hopefully get all of this stuff in the future. And it's all through the work of our subscribers like you. So at least thank you so much for subscribing to our channel, and please share this video with your friends, because we can use all the help that we can for the channel. And that is it for me, from AlphonZeus of Team Gradelock, and I will see you guys next time.